Good morning, and how are you? My name is Carolyn Motley, and I'm with the Cannon County Chamber, and this is the Cannon County Chamber Connection that you're watching today, and we're glad that you could join us. And of course, our thanks as always to DTC for providing this time for us to feature many of our events and businesses in Cannon County. I have two alien guests with me today, and we're so happy to have them. We have Mr. Billy Kaufman, who is the owner of Short Mountain Distillery, and Neil Applebaum, and he is an advisor to the, what is your title now, Neil?
Switching. I'm a volunteer.
Okay.
I'm a volunteer at the Art Center.
He does more than volunteer. He's just telling you that, but that's what his title is.
Sometimes I'm a volunteer at the distillery as well.
Yeah, but you own it and you have to volunteer.
Right.
You don't get paid for everything.
Right.
No, that's just the way it is. Anyway, we're going to be here today to talk to you. One of the reasons Billy is here is because the distillery brings in lots of visitors to Cannon County, and most of them, I'd say, are from a lot of them out of state, even some out of the country. But if you've never been to the distillery, it's probably on the prettiest farm in Cannon County, because I've always thought that about where they bought and put the distillery. But he has a great restaurant up there. The view is wonderful. The food is wonderful.
Thank you.
And one of the things, you can pay me later. One of the things that he is going to be, there's been an event that's going to be that has crept up on me, and I really didn't realize how big this was going to be, but this is going to be the solar eclipse, which is going to be on the 21st of August. And you have some special things planned, right, Billy?
Well, we're going to try and make it as easy for people to come to the distillery and view the eclipse as possible. So that day, we have a bunch of glasses that are available as long as they last, and we're also going to be having a barbecue that day. So we have a special award-winning barbecue master who's coming to the distillery, Zilla Barbecue, and he's going to be doing all sorts of great barbecue specials that we'll be serving. Another thing that we didn't anticipate until a little later, but we're providing now, is camping. So we're going to be open for regular distillery hours from 11 to 4 on Sunday. We're open 11 to 4 on Sunday every week. But for the solar eclipse, we're going to be open later, and we're going to allow camping Sunday night. So if anyone wants to come and camp at the distillery, we're going to have some fun stuff going on in the distillery, maybe play some movies in the banquet room and have a little bonfire and have some barbecue dinner that night, or I'm not sure what we're serving, but we are going to be open. And the next day, we're going to be watching the solar eclipse. And you need these glasses. These are ISO certified glasses. So make sure your glasses are not knockoffs, or you might burn out your retinas. And these glasses allow you to look directly into the sun. But I've heard at where we are in this area of Middle Tennessee, the solar eclipse is at total eclipse for almost 2.5 minutes. So technically, you'll be able to take these off when it is completely covered, and it will be like looking at the moon. So you don't want to take these off when the sun is at all exposed, directly shining into your eyes. But at a certain point, the moon will block the sun, and you'll be able to take these off and look directly at it. I don't know. I think if you are wearing the glasses, and we have total eclipse, and you're wearing these, you won't see anything at all. So you may just naturally take them off, because I have to tell you right now, I cannot see anything at all in this room.
You want me to shut the lights out and see what happens?
Well, then you'll all be in the same boat as me. But it's going to be a great day. We're really excited about it. We have special cocktails that we're going to be serving, and we're going to keep it air conditioned, turn that all the way up, and it'll just be try and make it as comfortable for people as possible. And we're going to open up a lot of the farm, so if people want to walk up to the top of the farm, that'll be available for people. And you can see all the way to Smithville from up there.
How big is the farm?
It's a 400-acre farm, and the distillery and the restaurant are right smack in the middle of it. It's just beautiful, and there's big fields. So
It is
you'll have a great view of the landscape around you. And I think you may even see some of those special shadow snakes that people have been talking about. So it's going to be very exciting, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
So people can camp starting, so when you open business Sunday on the 20th.
We open Sunday the 11th. Sunday at 11 on the 20th. And you can come anytime then. You can take a tour, and we're serving brunch all the way up till 4. And after that, we're going to switch to a special solar eclipse menu. And you can even bring food if you want. So if you want to bring your own food and camp there, that is totally fine with us. Kids are welcome. If you've got a friendly dog on a leash, they are welcome on our farm.
Do folks need to register or call ahead, or you'll...
I ask that people register on Facebook on our special event account, our special event page that we have on our Facebook account. And then if people want to call and tell us they're coming, if they don't have Facebook, that is fine. And then if people just want to come and not tell us, that's fine, but it's harder for us to prepare. So if we're going to get hundreds and hundreds of people, I'm going to want to get some more porta potties. So it's for your own good. Please register.
Yes,
one way or another.
Other things happening that weekend, the Art Center's open, Half Hill Farm and Short Mountain Cultures is open. There's antique stores around the square that are open. I think there's probably just lots of private viewing parties in the middle of the day. I think we're going to just have lots of visitors for that day. Cool.
Well, I really didn't realize how big an event this is going to be until we had a family reunion, and I found out that there was 30 to 40 people coming here from Florida to view this eclipse, because we're in an area where you will see the total eclipse.
For over 2 minutes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It takes it about, 15 minutes, I think, for it to start.
Yeah. Around
And then through the
1:30,
end.
it's going to start, and then at some point between 1:30 and 2:30, we're going to have this total eclipse of the sun, and it will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience because of where we are on the map. So people will be seeing the eclipse from all over this Tennessee, but where we are specifically in the path of the sun, or is it the moon? In the path of the moon. This solar eclipse will be especially.
You'll see the total.
Yeah, it will be especially total eclipse. I suppose the totality will be longer than other places.
And you will need the glasses.
Please,
Wearing them today is
Yeah.
not going to help you.
No, don't wear them today like I am. I'm just being a clown. But just wear these when you're looking at the sun. Never stare into the sun, kids. It's a bad idea.
There you go. Now, that's from the master here that he's telling you this. And actually, Billy, I want to advise people that what days is the distillery open on a normal basis?
On a normal basis, we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 11 to 4. And this is something special. We're going to start opening on Friday nights starting August 7th, I believe. So that will be our first Friday, if it is August 7th. It's coming up. Not this Friday, but the following.
Okay.
It would be the 11th.
Oh, is that the 11th? Thank
the
you,
11th.
Neil.
It
Thank
is
you,
the
Neil.
11th.
That's the guess.
August 11th.
No, 12th.
I can't
I'm
see.
on
I
the
had
date.
something on that. Wait a minute, I got a calendar
Friday the
right here.
11th?
You
It's
guys,
the 11th. It's the 11th.
You guys are
It's the
scaring
11th.
me now.
You remember.
I should put my glasses back on.
Yeah, put your glasses on so you can see.
we're going to tell you right here.
It's the 11th.
It's 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the day
Okay,
after my
starting
birthday.
Friday dinner, different kind of menu?
I
or-
Oh,
You're
look.
right.
Oh, that's so sweet. Look at that.
I was going to send you a card, but now you blew it, so.
Oh, well, you can just wish me happy birthday on television.
Well, happy birthday. I
Thank
do
you.
wish you happy birthday, Bill.
And all the
Okay, and
Leos.
you'll be opening at,
You staying open on that Friday? Or do you
I
guys
believe
close
we're going to
early?
be open till about 9 or 10, depending on how late people want to stay. It's, 9 o'clock is country midnight, so people want to stay till country 2 o'clock in the morning, we'll just see what happens.
you be serving food this whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, do you have to call for a reservation?
I would just, give us the heads up. We usually ask that people call for reservations if they have parties of 10 or more, but it doesn't hurt to let us know you're coming so we can prepare better.
Okay. Billy, is there anything else you want to tell us while you're here?
No, I'm just enjoying living in Middle Tennessee, and I'm excited that,
You're a California boy, aren't you?
well, not at heart anymore, but I am, by birth. And I think it's exciting that we're going to be out here for the solar eclipse now on August 21st.
This may be the only one you'll see in your lifetime. so
That's okay. You just need to see one.
You're right. They're all kind of the same.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you so much. Do I
Leave
just
your
get up?
glasses.
Do I get up and leave now?
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
talk to Neil.
Okay.
Because you got to go, I know.
I can't see.
Take your glasses off.
I'm taking Neil's glasses.
I'll switch to what I really need.
All right,
are.
me too. I couldn't wear those glasses because I couldn't have seen any of this. Neil, you're here for Everything Arts Center.
Yes, and it's our busy season. I don't know that we have a quiet or slow season, but it's our extra busy season. Concerts, the craft fair, a bunch of things coming up. In August, we have Jason Petty doing his Hank Williams Sr. tribute, so that's a couple of performances, August 12th and 13th. Should be a sellout. He's incredible. He's been to New York doing that show for many years, and he now does it traveling away from his home in Manchester. So he's a local guy, and,
Lots of Hank Williams fans in New York.
ooh, there must have been. Probably still are.
Well,
Support
that's
people.
fine. I just am surprised, I guess.
Got a Tennessee boy doing it. So that's August 12th and 13th. Next after that is a White Oak basket class. Sue Williams, who lives in Warren County, who is one of the finest White Oak basket makers left and produces great work, is very interested in passing on the tradition to the next generation. So there is a 3-day class, a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, August 16th through 19th. If you want to learn how to make white oak baskets, that will take you 3 full days to make one basket, and she's an expert.
And they're only accepting 10,
We're only
right?
accepting 10, classes half full, I believe.
Okay.
And just so you know, Sue is contributing the class fee to the Art Center's endowment, so it's just a labor of love for her, something that feels it's very close to her heart.
Well, it's a dying art.
So we're glad she's doing that. What comes up after that? We have September 9th and 10th is the White Oak Craft Fair. It's our 28th year doing the craft fair. It is outside. We have a great roster of folks who've been here for years, and then it looks like 20 new craft vendors,
Oh,
artists
good.
this year. We've been reaching out, trying to see who's new and moved to the area or who hasn't done the first show until just now. So we're excited for
And we
that.
do have some new artisans that have moved to the area, haven't we, in the
Definitely.
last couple of
Yeah,
years?
and we showed their work in the gift shop, and then when they get big enough and they're ready, they'll either have their own gallery show or they'll also be at White Oak. So we
Okay.
try to promote them as they move in.
Now, this event this year has included the whole town.
Right, we're calling it.
Well, it did last year,
And the
really.
year before. So it's White Oak weekend. So, Woodbury is a 3rd year in a row. Woodbury actually has its own billboard in Rutherford County. It'll be going up in just a few weeks. White Oak weekend, so there'll be things happening at the distillery, things happening around the square, things happening at a few studios as well, in addition to the craft fair here at the Art Center.
And the stores around the square get involved in it. Lots of things going on all over Cannon County.
Other than the eclipse a few weeks earlier, this is our biggest weekend for the county each year, as far as tourists, visitors, and folks having a great time. That gets us into September, well, and then on top of that, a week later, we start Million Dollar Quartet. It's 8 performances. It's like one of our regular shows, but it's going to feel like a concert. And it's one day in Sun Records in Memphis, and it's Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins. So these are musicians and actors and singers. It's 4 folks doing this whole show. Again, it's going to feel like a concert, and music that you know, and it's just a slice out of one day in the history of music. So we're excited for that show. We have great people doing that show.
All of the shows and the concerts at the Arts Center are excellent.
Okay, and that's
They are.
September. I'm thinking. In October, we've got more concerts. What do we have? We have our Journey tribute band back, Resurrection, October 7th. So if you want to hear a spectacular Journey experience, this is the place to do it. The week after that, Charlie McCoy. He's actually a harmonica guy, has been on many recordings, and he was a regular on Hee Haw. He is still with us. He puts on a heck of a show. So we'll have more out about that, too. So concerts, shows, White Oak, craft fair, baskets, it's busy.
And of course, this probably won't be on the air, but last month we talked about the reverse raffle, which is always a lot. This is a fun event.
Yep, and that's
For the,
this Saturday's our once-a-year fundraiser.
Right.
If someone will win $5,000, or we'll have won $5,000 by then.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm going to buy a ticket. I won't be here, but I'm going to buy a ticket just in case I would be the last person standing, which I doubt.
Thank you.
But I'm going to anyway because it goes to a good cause. Okay, anything else, Neil, we need to talk
Oh,
about?
I think that's a lot. Everything you want to know is on our website or our Facebook page. You can buy tickets 24/7, either with a smartphone or on your computer, no service fees. So we want to make it as easy as possible. You can also just call the office and we'll take care of it person to person.
And most of these events and many other events are on the Cannon County Facebook page. So if you want to go on there, we pull events off of, and store events and food and everything else is on that. So you can go on there and look, and lots of pictures, great pictures. Okay,
You done with me?
yep.
Okay.
I am done with you.
Glasses off.
And he took your other ones, didn't he? Okay. Now I have 2 guests that are really new members of the chamber, and they are have a new store and a very needed business, and probably a very needed business this time of the year, right?
Oh, very much so.
And you are with Shelton Heating and Cooling, and your location in Woodbury is 209 McMinnville Highway.
That's correct.
Okay, and your name is Tracy
Yes. Tracy Kilby.
Kilby, okay. You told me that 3 times, and I thought I never did write it down right. And Brandon Shelton,
Shelton, that's right, yeah.
Are you related to this
Yes.
company?
I'm the grandson of the owner.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
I kind of thought that. So this business really opened up last year, didn't it?
Correct, yeah.
And you were trying to get established in the Cannon County area. But tell us a little bit about it and what are the things that you do?
Well, what we do is we do mainly residential and light commercial. And of course, we do refrigeration as well. Like you reach in, you walk in, coolers, freezers, and ice
Oh,
machines.
good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So anybody that has some product that, if it's having trouble, if it's starting to thaw out or anything, just, call us, get somebody out there to get it fixed real quick, because we know
And
it's very important.
You work on all models, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. All models, all different brands. And actually, you do a lot of the warranties.
Yeah, we do a lot of warranty work as well.
Okay.
So even if you have something that somebody else put in, different brand, still under warranty, we can take care of it.
I've had 2 refrigerators, not now. This one's lasted over the warranty.
No,
The other 2 went out in 5 years. Each one of them did.
really right past it. Oh, no.
And I thought, okay, somewhere in there, there's a timer that it says when this warranty's up, you're going to start leaking.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of the equipment, the residential equipment that we put in for people, to the original owner, actually has 10-year parts warranty on them.
Oh,
So, yeah,
okay.
for 10 years, you have a good parts warranty to stand by, so. And as long as it's registered, which she does, she registers for everybody.
All right. And your home office is where?
In Manchester.
Okay. But you have a number local, don't you?
Oh,
You
yes.
have
Yes,
a-
a
What, do you know what that is?
Oh, yeah, it's 615-563-4996.
Okay, if you didn't get that and you need somebody to fix your air conditioner and you do the heating part of it also?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All aspects of it.
This is the
And duct work
people?
too, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What days are you open?
Monday through Friday.
Okay.
From
what
8
are
to
you-
4 is the
8
normal
to 4,
hours.
Okay.
And of course, we do have 24/7 service, emergency service, because we know there's times people got to have somebody late at night or on the weekend.
That's when it always happens, is on
A lot of
Sunday.
people, the house gets hot, hey, I've got a newborn, or we got, COPD, we hear that quite a bit too. And that, it helps, having the air working, because if it don't, it's hard for people to breathe.
Hey, listen, if my refrigerator goes out on Sunday afternoon, I consider that an emergency. So you would come out to work on that?
On the refrigerator? Well, not so much the refrigerator, but work on the AC on the air conditioner. We'll do that.
You're on
You
your
gotta
own.
have a really big refrigerator for us to work on that, okay?
More commercial refrigerators and
Yeah.
freezers than
Yeah.
residential.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't have a commercial one, so
A lot
there's
of
been times when I thought I
refrigerators,
needed
when they
one.
go out, a lot of times it's just almost better to throw it away and buy a new one on some of those.
That's the way it is with everything anymore. TVs are like that.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Lightning ran in on ours twice. And I thought, well, throw it out and go get another one because, well, I don't know anybody that works on them anymore, so. Okay, is there anything else you want to tell us about?
Yeah, and I guess the reason why we got established here, my granddad, he frequented the area, and we were growing as a business, and he wanted to expand. And I guess one of the biggest connections he had with this area too was his mom's side of the family, they're from here, the Parkers.
Okay,
So yeah, he had that connection, and then he just noticed that it'd be really nice if y'all had someone to go to,
it is.
and he saw the building that he liked, and said, let's just do it. Let's
That's
go
a
with it.
perfect building for this type.
It
It's
is.
been several things.
It is, and that's in the beginning. That's why we went ahead and just painted it and get it all nice and make sure everybody knew that we were here. We were
Yeah.
here to stay. And a lot of people ask us, "Oh, are y'all going to be the business that just and all of a sudden, in no time be gone?" No, we're here to stay. So if everybody calls us and keeps this thing going, you'll have somewhere to go to someone to talk to. If you need to buy parts, a lot of people, they come in all the time wanting to buy little parts to do it themselves, a capacitor, relay, something of that nature. So we'll have things like
That's
that.
the answer to all keeping business in any area, is you have to trade with them.
Right.
I mean, that's really what the thing is all about. But you're going to have a grand opening so they can get to know everybody, and that's going to be on Tuesday, August 29th.
Yes, ma'am.
And it will be your ribbon cutting will be at 11 a.m., but the grand opening will be from 11 to 1. And I believe there's going to be refreshments and
We're gonna have-
door prizes involved. And if you have door prizes and food, they will come.
No doubt. No doubt they will come up there.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple of drawings. We've got door prizes for everybody that comes.
Oh, okay.
It
Well,
is
that's
gonna be
nice.
Catered by Prater's Barbecue. I think they're going to provide us some barbecue.
Okay.
So it should be a good time. Lots of
All
stuff,
right.
lots of free stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go again. That usually works really well. And that is on a Tuesday
Yes, ma'am.
from 11 until 1. And you are located, like I say, I'm trying to think what was in there before you, and I want to say there's been a garage in there. It
At one
was a
point,
fruit
yeah.
stand for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, we heard that too.
But it's right on the corner of McMinnville Highway as you're going out of town. It's before you get to O'Reilly's.
It's pretty hard to miss when you come around that curve right there. You're looking right at it every
I've
time,
seen
so-
people that ended up in your driveway that didn't mean to, but,
Probably. Didn't know where to go and just stopped, yeah.
well, let me ask you this, who is the owner?
That'll be Terry Shelton Sr.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like you say, your family, so
Yeah,
there you go.
he's been doing this, actually between all of us, we have a lot of years' experience. And he decided when he was younger, and he was working for different companies, local, for guys, and then subcontracting. And then I guess one day he said he took the best parts of each one, and he said, I think I could do it better. I think I should open my own business. And
Well, I think this is a needed business.
there we go.
Yeah, he's been in it for over 40 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had
some.
some local people, and probably still do, that work on air and heat, but they haven't joined the chamber.
I went up on him then, huh?
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
exactly.
Okay, but I still think there's enough business for more than one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I do.
always a need for it.
Oh, yeah,
Always.
definitely, always.
And especially commercial refrigeration, because you have restaurants and,
Oh, we've already had,
Everything
a lot
else.
of, we have some of the restaurants that have actually called us and have us working on their things.
yeah. That seems to be one of the big issues is when your drink machine goes out.
Or your ice
drink.
machine.
They're
That's right, your
losing,
ice
losing
machine.
business. Yeah, that's part of it.
That's
minute. And I want to point out too, and for the residential side of it in people's houses, is doing maintenance is a key thing. Having it in April and October is that's our key time to do maintenance. In April, that's when we're mainly checking for the cooling side. We'll come out and do the coil cleaning and check your refrigerator, check all the components of it, make sure everything's going to be good to go. And then in the fall time, of course, come out and check. That's mainly for when you're checking the gas heat
Right.
and everything of that nature. And we want to go through and make sure that it's ready to work and that it's safe to work during that time. So that way you'll be good to go for the rest of the season.
And you do electric and
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
gas.
Electric and gas.
Okay, well, good.
And one key thing is for everybody, just change your filter. Keep in mind,
You know, I
change your
preach
filter.
that to my kids.
Yep.
And they're grown.
It's very important.
We
It
have a
really
lot
is.
of calls that just need that, that they have
That's
a
all that
problem
was wrong.
because of that.
Yeah.
And it will definitely, a little bit will go a long way when it comes to this stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, we just did some sheetrock work in our house.
Uh-oh.
And listen, I came in and I thought, oh my gosh, it's like a haze in here, where they had sanded. But the filter on that central unit, well, you couldn't even see through
solid,
it. You
probably, yeah.
couldn't see nothing.
Well, at least
It
it
was just
ended up,
great.
at least it ended up on there instead of in the unit, right?
Well, yeah, I'm hoping that it did anyway, because that's a messy job, and
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people that do construction or have construction done in their home
Yeah.
that doesn't realize that everything that's circulating in that house goes through that filter.
And also,
right.
if you have pets, it's important to watch that filter too and make sure. 'cause
Yes.
that-
It's hair and,
Pet hair, oh, it will just get right up in and plug it up every time, very quick.
And we're also giving away a free maintenance too at our grand opening.
Hey, there you
And a couple
go.
of filters as well.
all right, well, that'll work out really good. Well, I'm glad y'all joined us, and I'm glad you're a member of the chamber, and we'll do what we can.
Yeah, we're great.
Thanks for
We're
having
glad to be
us.
here, so,
Well, yeah, I think you have a radio show coming up, too.
yeah.
I
believe
think so, yeah.
So we'll get the word out there as best we can. And I'm just telling you, food and door price is going to do it.
Every time, doesn't it? Every time, yep.
We thank you for joining us,
thank you.
both of you. Okay, Sarah, it's showtime for you. Sarah's been with us before, and she is with 4-H Development with our
Hi.
Extension Office. How are you?
I'm well.
And
How are
your
you?
busy time of the year is beginning, is it not?
It is, yes. Well, and it's funny because everyone always just assumes because I work in the school system that I'm off in the summer, and that's not the case.
No.
So, so we are busy
That's
year
like our
round.
school board. The school board itself does not close down when school's out. They work all year round, so.
Well, I know the school superintendent and all of those, you
They
know.
do.
And a lot of the principals and even some of the teachers work through the summer, so.
And
so it
they
is
had their
interesting.
first in-service in this building today, and when I came to work, I had to park in the handicap because there was nowhere else. And I thought, I'll have to park here until everybody leaves, so, but they had a house full today.
Yeah, that was today, that's right. I know that I work with different organizations, and so we're actually going to the in-service tomorrow and providing snacks and different things for the teachers that'll be
Now, I
in
think
service tomorrow.
tomorrow's at the grammar school,
It is.
is it not?
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, we just, and I'm sure you were part of it, we just finished up the We Care Canon on Sunday, and that's such an amazing event. I mean, every time, I know that they served over 500 children
Yes.
in the system with everything they needed to go back to school, and even more than what they needed. They gave Tabitha with the community health clinic gave sports physicals. Now, if your child's going to play sports, I don't care what grade, you have to have a physical for them. Well, she gave those while they were there. We had the Lions Club that did eye checks, and they found several children that had
That needed-
either needed glasses or had some type of problem, you know. So they gave away shampoo, everything that's on your list that your child's going to need for school, they had. And that was all the school supplies, backpacks, socks, underwear,
I know,
haircuts. They had it all.
well, they had over 100 volunteers and to serve 500 families, and so, or 500 youth. I don't know how many of those were multiple in one family, but I just think that's an awesome thing.
I don't know of
they walked away
anywhere
with.
else that does that.
I know.
I mean, I know they have trucks that furnish backpacks and everything, but I mean, this group of people work all year. And then I think I seen everybody, half of the town of Woodbury there. And then just getting ready for it and setting up the stations and getting the product out to the different areas where you get it is a big undertaking.
Well, and
it
you don't-
really is.
And you don't see part of the volunteers because everyone's spread out so thin and so all over the place, but everything from clothes to
They have T-shirts that are related to the school that you're going to go to. And come on, everybody likes a T-shirt.
well, and even they had shoes and just a lot of different things, and so I think it's a wonderful service project that they do for the community. So,
I handed out tissue. Now, you think that they don't need that, but that's on the list because they do need tissue.
well,
But
and a lot of times, like starting school, because the teachers give them a list of things, of items that they need to bring in, and and the kids that can't even afford food at home, they can't afford to go out and buy these other items. So,
But this is for everyone.
Yes,
You
it
don't
is.
even have to be, this is for every student in Cannon County. It doesn't matter what your income is, what your circumstances is. Anybody is free to come and get this. The only stipulation is you have to be a student in Cannon County. And the other thing is the children and the parents or adults have to accompany each other. You can't drop your kids off and say, go in there and get what you want, or I'll go in there and get it. They have to come and see what it is. And I don't know, I told the ladies across the hall from me, they were doing shampoo. Now, you think kids don't get excited about shampoo? They do. I don't know how many comments I heard about, now I have my own bottle, and I know that all of these items are donated by
yes.
either a company or various companies, and of course, the We Care Cannon Group, they have a big fundraiser, and I know they buy a lot of these things. They get the most excited, I do believe, about things like shampoo and shoes. And when those children are little, they're easier to excite probably than older ones, because all it has to have is colors and a sports figure or anything on there, and they get excited about it. So it's really good to see, and I was real proud. I was for that event, because I thought a big community would have a difficult time putting this on.
They would, and I feel like we're very blessed to have
Yes, we are.
all of the businesses and organizations and
all the volunteers.
and churches and just so many
Churches.
different people that come together to pull that off.
Churches collect underwear and
Yes.
socks and donate them and whatever they need, you know. It's one of those things where everybody, it takes a village, and it really does in this instance. But the group that handles this every year, they need to be thanked, because this is a great thing. I just can't get over it every year. I think, wow, gets a little bigger, and I'm so proud. But you have a lot of kids that are going to school right now with everything they need.
I know, and that's good.
And then I think that if there are things left over, they put them in a teacher's store. Because a lot of times during the year, when kids run out of paper or they can't afford something, the teachers before would buy that. I knew teachers
Right,
that would
I do
buy it
too.
out of their own pocket to help these. So
I do too. And so they end up, you know, the teachers end up having to purchase this, and so now that they have kids that already have it coming in, then they just kind of stockpile it until they need it at the end of the school year. And
Yeah.
they typically do need that at the end of the school year. I know that we've provided, even like with some of the grants that I work with, provided pencils and different things for like at the end of the school year when teachers start to run out. And because I work with TDOT Litter Grant, and that's through the county executive's office, and so I do the education portion of that grant. And so we provide pencils that have been made out of recycled material and different things. But so you try
Plus,
to do those things.
It's teaching about
Yes.
recycling,
Right.
which I think is very important.
Right, so we do have different things, but we had, I do want to announce, so in July, and I know this is late, I just wanted to recognize her, but we had a Vol State, it's an award that it's the highest award that you can receive in 4-H. So the 3 levels of recognition in 4-H is 4-H Honor Club, which you can join in 6th grade. And then we have All-Stars, and that's at a regional level. And then the Vol State Award is actually held, and it can only be given to a junior or senior, and they have had to have been active All-Stars. And so it kind of goes along with the service projects, because we do a lot of different service projects through the Honor Club and All-Stars, and to make it to the Vol State. But we had a recipient that received that award in July, and it was the Vol State Award, and that was Chloe Deal. And so Chloe shows cattle and different things, but she graduated in May, and so she wrote a really nice piece on Facebook, on her Facebook page, and about 4-H and how it has impacted her life since 4th grade, since she started when she was shy and timid, which knowing her now, I would never have guessed that she was ever shy and timid. But you know, and it really does make a difference. But that was a huge honor, and she was really excited. But she wrote the thing on Facebook, and as if she were leaving 4-H forever. And I said, no, now you get to volunteer. So you're not getting off that easy. So she has, over the years, has helped with Farm Day and different events that we have here in Cannon County, and has brought animals to Farm Day, like her beef cows and different things, to teach the 4th graders about agriculture. And we have other 4-H'ers that do that as well, but Chloe is the one that received the Vol State State Award.
Well, that's great.
And then the other ones that were there, which was Jacob Carlton and Elizabeth House at UT Martin when that award was received, the three of them accepted an award, and it was in recognition for Cannon County 4-H Honor Club, and it was for service. And we had done, the group tries to do one large service project throughout the year, and this year in February we actually collected 3,600 items and took those items to the Nashville Rescue Mission for the homeless there to be given out. And our goal, and it's kind of funny because our goal, we just kind of went back and forth between DeKalb and Cannon County 4-H Honor Club, and so they joined with us as well, and so altogether we took 4,000 items between the two clubs. But we were super excited, and it just shows, like, of course, we couldn't collect those by ourselves, so we had churches that were donating items and the shampoo and different things. I know that Leah Height, who also graduated in May and was our Healthy Lifestyle Ambassador, she ended up collecting a lot of different things for us too from her church. So it is really neat to have all of those come together and do that. But I wanted to recognize those, and some of the things coming up. We have a dairy show coming up where we'll have several members that'll be participating and showing dairy cattle. And right now we're training outdoor meat cookery. So we are doing 4-H outdoor meat cookery, which will be later in August.
Now, wait a minute, what did you just say?
Outdoor meat cookery. So
cookery, okay.
Cookery, yes. So we're actually training grilling teams.
Okay.
So people all the time ask me how they can judge that, because of course these kids are
get to taste it.
right. They get to taste it. So the 4-Hers are cooking steak and lamb. Well, they're cooking beef, lamb, pork, and poultry, and so they get to pick their cut. They get to pick their recipes, everything, and then they just learn to grill, and it's really neat.
I think I need to take that class. I'm not sure.
Well, I enjoy it, and I know that Bruce and Kristen couldn't be here. Bruce wanted me to announce that the Tennessee Ag Enhancement Program would be starting soon. Those applications should be available toward the end of the month. So you can call the Extension office at 615-563-2554. And Kristen Jones is our new Family Consumer Science Extension agent. She's been on with me, I know, a month or so ago. And she has, the next FCE meeting is actually going to be held, and that's Family and Consumer, or Family and Community Education Clubs. And that will be held on August the 15th. And so they have different speakers come to those as well. And so from Cannon County Chiropractic, Aaron Hollis will be there talking about essential oils. But the ladies are welcome, so you can call and get more information from Kristen. And then she and Bruce together will be going to the farmers market on the 19th, and so they'll actually be putting together a recipe that uses the items that you can buy at the farmers market, and you'll be able to taste those and get samples of the recipes that they're going to put together. And
Is this the day at the farmer's market that they have every year where an organization comes in and they hand out recipes and I forget what it's called.
now we have done this. Yes, we've done this. There are different programs through Extension. One is called Farm Fresh, I think, but last year I know that Siobhan came to the farmers market, and I think she and Bruce, she handed out items as well last year, and so.
Well, I knew there was
Yes.
one day at our farmer's market that
Right.
they did this, and I thought, have I missed that day?
Yes, so if you're wanting fresh vegetables and different things, come to the farmers market. That's on Saturday. So.
And through the week, we will have, I seen the last couple of weeks, there's been a gentleman down there, I believe on Tuesdays, and he had corn and things that.
Yes, different people, I think, set up throughout the week, but I know the organized farmer's market
Right.
is on Saturday, so, and it's actually held here, so.
Yes, it
just in the
is.
parking lot, so it works out really well. But yes, so 4-H, we are getting kicked off, getting ready to be back in school. And
Oh, you scared
so
me. I thought you were
we are
getting
having,
kicked out.
no, so we're getting everything kicked off for the new school year, and we'll be ready to go soon.
Yep.
So-
You'll be going into the schools, and I think that's
Yes.
great that we still can.
I do too.
Okay, Sarah, I thank you so much for being with us. I've got a few more events I need. You're welcome to stay.
Okay.
August 12th is the Bullwhip Rodeo, which will be at the Covered Arena, which is at the old fairgrounds off of Lehman Street. And the Horseshoe Arena and everything is there. Bullwhip Rodeo will be there, and of course, they'll be featuring bull riding, roping, trick riders, and more. This is fun for the entire family. I love rodeo. I came from rodeo country, so this is a good thing. Gates will open at 6 p.m., and that's on Saturday, August 12th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, August 18th, 19th, and 20th. Selected merchants around the square will celebrate Dog Days of Summer. They'll be offering refreshments, door prizes, discounts, sales, and a lot of other things. And it's fun to come to our square and just shop with our mini antique and different types of stores. We have jewelry stores, we have gift item stores. You'll have a good time. It's a lot of fun. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Cannon County Walking Horse will hold their Labor Day ride. Now that's in September, that's on Labor Day. Horses will leave the fairgrounds at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and you'll enjoy trail riding, camping, horse show, entertainment with dancing, and so much more. And of course, I had Shane on here with the Walking Horse people last month, and as you know, you can always camp. You do have to buy a membership, but you can always camp at the fairgrounds. So, and then September 21st, 22nd, and 23rd will be our fall wagon train. And these wagons and mules, or some of them are pulled by horses, meet at the fairgrounds, and they travel a different route through Cannon County every day for 3 days. And they go quite a ways. And of course, the scenery in Cannon County is beautiful, and they pick a different route. So, you know, when I first heard about that, I thought this was one of these things where people could come in and pay a fee and ride with them. Well, it hasn't gotten to that yet, but Grady George told me that if someone wanted to hitch a ride, if they went down there, there was probably some people that had wagons that they could ride on. So you just have to take it on your own. And I will tell you this, for the wagons that come and be a part of it, they do have rustic camping available at the fairgrounds where you meet. So you might keep that in mind. Saturday, September 23rd, this is the 19th year for the Color of Fall Car and Truck Show on the square. Registration begins at 8 a.m. until 12 noon. There will be 60 trophies and 7 cash prizes awarded. And door prizes, 50-50 drawing. DTC will be on hand to give away a 32-inch TV that day. And all you have to do is register for it, and they usually will give you a cap or a t-shirt, either one. So we want everybody to come, and even if you don't bring a car, we want you to come and look at the cars that are there, because that's why these people bring them. And of course, this is free. The only charge for this is there is a $20 charge for each vehicle that you bring into the car show. So that's about all I've got for this month. And that's quite a bit, really, because we went all the way through September. And then October, we'll have more events. And don't forget White Oaks. That's the White Oaks weekend. That's something all over town. And of course, it will be here. The fair, the craft fair will be here at the Art Center outside. So we're glad you were with us, and we hope you learned something today with all these people we talked to. And we will see you next month.